They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Who?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken at the 37. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Third down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. To throw is Tannehill. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
At the 47-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Now third down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. Patrick Queen providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Nah. Oh, I can't see what you
The
see.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 88 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
I don't get it. It goes fast, and then it goes slow.
PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've had it twice.
Oh, I missed when it was just all fast.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so
Oh, I tried to kill him.
going over things on the sidelines.
I thought this was real life. I thought it let you keep coming in with the extra hit.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot
Yeah.
downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On second down now, it's Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
Here's Tannehill.
3.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And some room to
Good
maneuver. Past the 20.
Jesus
He
Christ.
will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 15 now. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jack Crawford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Dobbins. And And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Goes underneath for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Stop. A gain of 1. Brings up
throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal, This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times. In Nick's case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're back up, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Yeah, like I'm good at math. I don't know what you expect. It happens every time we play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six.
It happens every time we play. I just be vibing.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews, the 30. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Again, it's Henry. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I ain't even seen it. I thought that was the ref.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 22-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. And a busy night for Henry continues. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
What?
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daquan Jones. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Throwing now, Tannehill. Flushed out right.
Damn.
And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Tannehill now to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Come on, team. Let's get a stop.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in.
Well, we did it.
Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And when you break it down, this was just a really dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one.
I was just calling anything all game. Whatever word was.
But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.